welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Elijah Monet. Welcome back to another moment with your girl. Now this topic this week is one of those, okay? Look, this topic right here is what changed my life for the best. It's honestly helped me grow in so many ways, so make sure you guys stay tuned for the whole entire video.
Say what you want, lady. Act like you know who you are.
So make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys go ahead and stay tuned with me every single week as we continue just to grow and evolve with the pace of grace concerning our lives. You know, as you know, that this platform is designed to bring genuine love and support into your lives, that you guys will begin to show up in the world as the best version of yourself, as I'm growing and as I'm learning and as I'm developing the best version of myself. Y'all, let me tell you something. Your relationship with God is what's going to transform you. It's what's going to help reveal who God is. It is going to help you discover yourself. It's going to start evolving and helping you in the ways of your character. There's so much of a benefit to growing your relationship with God, and we're gonna go ahead and get to it. I believe that there are 3 key factors to actually building and growing, maintaining your relationship with God. And so let's go ahead and get into it. The very first thing I think that's very important in growing and building your relationship with God is being honest with God. It's saying, you know, God, this is where I'm at. This is how I feel. This is what I have to give you. This is where I'm currently struggling in. These are the things that I believe about myself. These are the things I believe about you. These are the things that I'm believing on a daily basis, right? And so I think it's important for us to be honest with God. And there's a misconception that you have to be perfect. There's this misconception that you have to have it all together, that you have to be on a straight and narrow line. But the truth is that we all fall short of God's glory every single day. I used to think okay, God already knows all, he sees all, he hears all, he's with us, you know, he's divine, he's the beginning and the end, you know, he is Alpha and Omega. He already knows the things I'm going to do beforehand, so why do I have to bring them to him? But you know, I believe that God desires to be in relationship with you enough for you to be honest with him and for you to tell him what it is that you're going through, because I feel like that gives God something to work with. You know what I'm saying? It gives God something to work with. And if you think about relationships with your friends and your family, you would want to know how they felt, or you would want to know what they're going through, so that you can actually bring, you know, your perspective in, that you can actually teach them and help them, you know, navigate through whatever it is that they're facing, right? And so I think that's important. It's important for us to have just that relationship with God. And I do believe that my relationship with God is something that just helps me every single day just be better and want better and to know better about just everything. And I think that your relationship with God, it should be the number one relationship in your whole entire life, over your husband and your kids and your wives and, you know, your lives and your businesses, even your successful ones. You know, God should be above it all. Why? Because he knows you. He created you. He is, you know, Alpha and Omega. He is divine. He knows the number of hairs on your body, the number of hairs on your head. He knows your gifts and he knows your talents. He knows your heart. He knows your mind. He knows your spirit. He knows what it is that he placed down on the inside of you. And I know that there's some people on this channel that are just crazy enough to believe that God is gonna literally reveal that to you, that God is going to show you that God is going to help you to find your purpose and evolve with the pace of grace concerning your life. And in order for us to do that, we have to know that we have to be honest with God about things, and we have to have communication with him. We have to tell him what it is that we need. We have to tell him what it is that we're going through. We have to tell him every single part of it. And with us doing those things, it literally helps us unlock different doors, different dimensions of ourselves. It helps us get the things that we need. You know, God will bring people who will come into your life that'll pour into you, or he'll even lead you to a video like this, you know, where he's able to speak to you, or he's able to tell you what it is that he's trying to get to you, which is important for your overall growth. And honestly, guys, the last thing I wanted to talk about is how you have to be committed to your relationship with God in order for it to grow. Just like anything else, you have to show up. You have to show up in your prayer closet. You have to show up with reading your word. You have to show up with all of yourself. And I think that that's important. It's something we don't really talk about in the churches. It's something we don't really talk about just in life, in our friendship groups. It's like you have to be committed to this thing. You have to run after God's heart. You have to seek his face, you know? And I promise you, he's running after you too. Like, he's seeking you too. He's leading you to him even more. And so as you guys stay committed to God, I feel like that's when things are revealed. I've been on this journey of being a Christian and being a woman of God for the last 2.5 years, going on 3 years this December. You know, after I got baptized was really the moment where I was like, you know what, I'm not going to play around with this thing. Like, I'm not going to play around with myself. I'm not going to play around with purpose. I'm not going to play around with anything. I'm going to actually seek God, and I'm going to evolve with him, and I'm going to learn from him, and I'm going to discover myself. And I know that he has plans for me that are going to prosper me, and I want to know those plans. You know, like, I want to know what I was created to do. I want to discover my gifts and my talents. And as I'm still on the journey of doing that, it's like my commitment with God is what got me this far. It got me through any type of warfare I was going through. It got me through the hard nights that I was crying and alone. It got me to the point where I can hear God. It got me to the point where I can see him moving in my life. It's built my faith. It's built the love I have for God. And in your commitment with God, you'll even notice that he'll start to reveal himself to you. He'll start to reveal his character to you. You'll start to become more like him, especially as you're spending more time in his presence and with him, and you're surrounding yourself with people who sound like God, who have faith, you know, who are just lights on the earth. And so, you know, I think that's very important. And I think that those 3 key factors are what have helped me build my relationship with God and have helped me maintain and keep my relationship with God. Because believe it or not, guys, we are not perfect. Nobody is perfect, not even me. And I would never pretend to be perfect at all, because I'm still growing and I'm still learning and I'm still evolving with God, as you guys should be as well. And I really hope that this video gave value to someone who's listening. You know, if it did, make sure that you go ahead and hit that like button and go ahead and leave a comment for me below. It would literally make my whole entire day. Also, make sure you turn on your post notifications so that you can get a notification next week and every single week that I drop a video, so you guys can stay in tune with me as we're evolving, as we're growing into the best version of ourselves. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join my family, become one of my best friends, and follow me on Instagram too. I'm going to go ahead and leave it right here for you guys. Shout out to all of my besties and all of my subscribers that tune in with me on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. And shout out to my friends and family that are watching this. You guys are everything to me. I love it here. I feel honored and grateful to be able to do these videos every single week. This is something that's building me. It's something that's molding me, and I'm growing with you guys. So this is a very special channel for me. This is a very special time in my life. So make sure you guys stay tuned. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.